It's the start of our second season with Leverkusen. We're playing Bayern Munich in the German Super Cup. We've got transfers, outs, ins, new kits. There's a lot to talk about. Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to the Journeyman Save. I'm Cultured Leftfoot. It's a pleasure to have you with me. Bayern Munich in the Super Cup. But before that, we've got some discussions to have. We've sold people, we've bought people, and we've got new kits. So we'll start there in the club. Here we go. Look at this. Thank you very much to Benji FM. That's not Dr. Benji FM. Benji FM. For doing these kits for me. If you want to check him out, I'll put a link in the description for his Twitter account. Get in touch with him if you want. And there'll be, well, on screen now will be his Twitter handle. So why not go and check him out if you want some kits done. I'm sure he would help you out. It's BenjiC_FM in Twitter. He's very, very nice. He's done these kits really well. Our new home kit, new away kit, and new third kit as well. I'm loving them. I just love it when you can bring a bit more authenticity to the game. I know they're not real kits, and that's why SI don't promote sort of YouTubers that use the fake kits, but they make the game look better, and now we look a lot better than Bayern Munich. So that is really all that matters, really. Looking good, isn't it? That's the real win in this situation. But anyway, that is something that I had to get off and say thank you very much to Benji for that. It was really, really good, and I'm delighted with them, to be honest. Really happy with the new kit. So we have announced our squad numbers, and in here we have some new signings. So we'll go from that now into the transfer history. We sold £108 million worth of players, and we spent 86 million. So the ins are always more exciting. So we'll start there. Patrick Hubener joins us as a youngster. My director of football, or head of development, or whatever, sorted this one out. He looks all right. Billy Leftfoot joins us on a permanent deal. Worryingly, he is still the backup fullback at the club, the backup right back. He made 3 appearances last season, got 6.6, so hopefully we don't need to rely on him too much. Kasper Dolberg joined for 16 million as part of his loan contract. Very happy with that. 10 goals, 9 assists in 27 games last year, getting a 7.16. Sort of made sense to bring him in. He did very, very well for us. Next on the list, Victor Magallanes. From Wolfsburg. So we bought in a new goalkeeper from one of our, not direct competitors, but a league competitor. I think he looks very, very good. Does look a bit better than Bernard Leno. I think he's going to be good. We've paid 16.25 million for him. He's had 2 seasons at Wolfsburg since an £11 million move from Udinese. 6.8 and a 6.8. Before that, he was getting 7s all across the board. So I think it's going to be a good purchase for a goalkeeper. I'm looking forward to seeing him in action. Next up, Douglas Luiz for 25 million. We bought in some experience in holding midfield. I just want to free up Havit and Weigl, or Weigl, however you pronounce it, to play in a bit more an advanced role. We'll get onto that when we look at the tactics. But Douglas Luiz comes in as a sort of enforcer, really, a playmaker-y, sort of enforcey holding midfielder. That's where he's going to play. He's got all the right stats for it. He'll either be a halfback or a deep line playmaker, so he's got the stats to do either job. I think he looks very, very good. He came in from Atletico Madrid for 25 million. He had 2 pretty decent seasons with them, a really good season with PSV Eindhoven before that, and then Man City didn't really get a fair crack of the whip. He had a couple of loans here and there, but I think overall, he's going to be very, very good. He's not in the team to score goals or assist them. He's literally there to break up play and give it to someone else. So he does like a shot from distance. He likes to mark the opponents tightly, which I quite like. And he likes to ping those balls across the pitch. So all in all, very happy with Douglas Luiz. Then our biggest money buy, Eric Bailly joins, the 31-year-old Ivorian. Slightly old, but we need that experience at centre-back. And we desperately needed a centre-back as well. He's got all the right stats in all the right places. He's been phenomenal. Apart from last season where he only played 10 games for Man United. Before that, averaging pretty much a 7 all the way across. Playing lots of games for them. He comes with great experience. 28 million. More than happy to get him in on that. he's got an extortionate contract. I actually bid for him, tried to offer the contract myself, he wouldn't accept it. Got another bid accepted. I knew he was interested in the move, but we just couldn't get to agree on a deal that he would come for. And so I made another bid and then did the director of football to do the contract, and he basically just gave him everything he wanted. A loyalty bonus of 6 million, 135 grand a week, 66,000 every time he plays, 51 million every time he scores, 51,000, sorry, 66,000 every clean sheet he gets, 500 grand of team of the year, 26,500 if he's an unused substitute, 675,000 if we win the DFB Polka, a yearly wage rise of 20%, 155 grand a week when he gets to 20 games for his country since joining, and he has a minimum fee release cost of 47 million. So, yeah, he's got a good deal out of that. But 6'2", really big, really good experienced defender. And then an old name rejoins us. Vladimir Ivanusek joins the club as a striker. Wasn't a purchase of necessity, more of one out of the heart ruling the head. Didn't have many, really weird, he didn't play that many games since we've left Olympiacos. 7 appearances, 2 goals, 1 assist, 6.76. I think he's got good stats. I think he can do well as a cup striker and a backup striker. Good pace, good finishing, decent composure, good anticipation. Off the ball's pretty good as well. I think for whatever we paid, 1.2 million, I think he's an absolute steal to bring in. And while he's with us, I hope he can crack back into the Croatian national team. I hope that'll be something that comes of that. But that's all the ins. Now on to the outs. We've got a lot of people that have gone on frees and loans and stuff. We'll avoid them. But Milos Velokovic, someone you probably won't really recognise from our team. He only played 3 times last season, and he has gone for 2.9 million to Cologne. Luka Onbemi, our ex-backup goalkeeper, has joined FC St. Pauli to be their first choice goalkeeper. So we'll be coming up against him in the Bundesliga at some point. We've got 400k for him. Then Carlos Barrio, the guy who we sold from Olympiacos to Leverkusen, and then we joined Leverkusen, and now we've sold him for £50 million straight cash to Man City. They've paid over the top for it, but he had a very good season for us last year. Hence why I've brought in Eric Bailly to replace him. But he's gone. Julian Brandt, 40 million. Someone commented before, why isn't he getting into my team? Well, he wasn't getting into my team, so I sold him. 40 million. Birmingham managed to stump up for him. Only made 8 appearances last season, getting a 6.63. So really, he shouldn't be a big loss to the team. But for 40 million, I don't think I could turn that down. So Julian Brandt has gone to Birmingham. Next up, Eklin Ibail, some guy that he had good potential, but he's 24. He's never going to get in the first team, so he's gone. Domenico Berardi left to join FC Gonk. Again, another person who didn't really get that much game time last year, so he's gone for 12.75 million. Did play well when he played, but in the new formation we're playing and with the players we brought in, I've got other people I'd really prefer to have. And 31, who was on a big wage, wanting to ship him out. And then Brenner's gone on loan, and Robin Hermsen has gone on loan as well. So really, that's the ins, that's the outs. Our squad is looking like this, and this is what we're going to try and line up for as the season progresses. We do have the opportunity to turn back to the diamond, which did well at the end of last season. Or even, I've got 2 formations exactly the same. One's with a target man, one's with a deep line playmaker. Anyway, so this is what we're going to look at. You'll notice Fidel is in the starting lineup as well. At the moment, he's keeping David out of the team due to pre-season. But Fidel went on loan last year to Hertha Berlin. He did okay. 8 goals, 5 assists. Well, he did very well, actually. 8 goals and 5 assists in 16 appearances, getting a 7.16 in the Bundesliga. So I thought, if you impress out on loan, it's only fair you get a crack of the whip when you're back in the club. So Fidel and Isaac are sort of supported by Dolberg, who should be dropping into this gap here. Viglin, Havertz, we know about in the middle. Douglas Luiz will sit in there. Bailly and Udoki will be the starting centre-back partnership, with Lovro more than capable to come off the bench and support them. Muller is the left-back, Heinrichs is the right-back, and Magallanes will be in goals, relegating Bernard Leno to the bench and be a backup goalkeeper, which I'm pretty sure he's not going to be happy about, but he's got to live with it. So there we go. And then other notable names on the bench, so yeah, Havertz, Lovro, Bernard Leno, David, Jan Petrick, Brett Higgins and Callum Bacon. The plan is to have the Patreons involved as much as possible. You are wanted by loans, but to be honest, now that I've got rid of quite a few people, you're actually needed in and around the club, a bit like last season. And in the under-19s, we do have... where's he gone? Drew is here somewhere. Drew Whalen is still in the under-19s. You'll be getting some cup games, my friend, if you're eligible. I don't know the rules in Germany if players under the age of 19 or 16 or whatever can play. If you can, you will be in and you'll be making your senior debut for the club. Now, today's opponents are Bayern Munich. They have been splashing the cash quite heavily. Only 3 people, if I remember rightly, they've brought in. 3 people for money. Manol from Roma, who looks phenomenal as a 25-year-old Brazilian. They paid 50 million for him. He looks like he's going to be really good. Amadou Diarra from Dortmund. So Dortmund making themselves weaker yet again. Selling someone to Bayern Munich for 55 million. And Terra from Sporting in Portugal for 28 or so million. Looking very, very good. They did get some big money in as well. They sold Dan Axel Zagadou to Juventus. Looking very, very good indeed, that guy. They bought him for 22 and sold him for 38 million a season later. And Alan Vasilej moved to Man City, who's a Russian region. So this is Callum Bacon's either strike partner or the person that's keeping Callum Bacon out of the Russian team at the moment. But all in all, it's been pretty damn busy in Germany. But that's enough of that. Let's get into the gameplay. That's what people are here to see. It's us v Bayern Munich in the Super Cup. It's at our ground, so we have home advantage, but let's get into it. This is how we're going to line up. Isaac wants to move, but I'm still playing because he's so damn good. And I'm hoping that if we play him enough and we do well, then he'll say, yeah, you know, I don't really want to move anymore. So we've gone through our team. They line up with Hutton in goal, up front, sorry, who they bought from Tottenham for 65 million. Had a great season last season. Abu Jabaka, Martin, Sanchez, Manol, their new signing. Diawara, their new signing. Sule Terra, their new signings there as well. Thiago Maia, Kimmich, and Sals is in goal. I don't recognise Sals. He's actually their backup goalkeeper. So, interesting to see how he does. We have gone with what is primarily, at this point in the season, our starting lineup. So, I'm expecting a good performance. Let's go and do it for the fans. I'll also tell everyone that we're very passionate that they can go it. They can do it. And off we go. Oh no, we don't go off. We go into the tunnel. He's just being rested. Don't worry about that. Leverkusen's last. If we pour performance, no, we can. We've a good chance of winning. We'll check all of the stuff. So key highlights, replays are on. Okay, here we go. The start of the second season with Bayer Leverkusen. Really want to knock Bayern Munich off their perch with winning the league so often as they have done. But we'll have to see how this goes. Thank you very much for supporting the channel, the series, all the Patreons and stuff like that. It's great as Adchubaka takes a corner out to Gelson Martins, shoots, and he just places it from the edge of the box into the corner. It's a wonderful finish. Really shouldn't be conceding set pieces like that. I'm not going to watch it again because it will just annoy me. But yeah, thanks everybody for supporting the channel, all the comments and all the questions and things like that. I will get around to answering them. I'm really sorry, but with the whole Singapore moving thing, my main focus at the moment is for... Oh, I thought Fidel was going to get a goal straight from kickoff again. Weigl back to Louise. Heinrichs on the right-hand side. Coming forward. In it goes. Can't find Dolberg. Back to Havertz. Weigl. Fidel out to Muller. Muller can't get the cross in, and now they're going to counter, and it's Martinez looking for Hutton. Bailly with a great header. Weigl. Muller up to Isaac. He's got a man in the middle. Isaac squares it. Fidel! And it's in straight away. 1-1. 10-minute mark. Both teams have scored. The stats would say it's pretty even. We're dominating possession, but Fidel called back from loan. Good work from the want-away Isaac down the left-hand side as Weigl nodded down to Muller. Good ball up the line. Found the run of Alexander Isaac, and then he's put it across. Fidel, great header. Goalkeeper's got no chance from that sort of range. 1-1 in the Super Cup, and it's going very, very well. But as I was saying, it's quite hard. My main focus at the moment is to do the videos because that's what I enjoy doing. I do enjoy answering all your comments and having a conversation with you as well, but the main thing is I can't answer comments if I don't have videos going out, and I've got to focus on getting stuff ready for Singapore. So that's the main thing. As Hutton is put through one-on-one, he lost. I think it was Eric Bailly. He actually lost with a good bit of movement. It was. And Hutton through one-on-one sticks it past Magallanes, who probably isn't having the greatest of debuts, but he just got the wrong side of Eric Bailly. You see the line is just off, and yeah, you can argue that was Eric Bailly not getting goal side and letting me down, to be honest. But 2-1 to Bayern. We've been down before. We'll come back into it again, I'm sure, as Bayern are just starting to have a bit of dominance over the game at the moment. Dolberg not having the best of games in the middle there. So Kimmich with a throw down to Hutton. Hutton, a ball across looking for Abdul-Bakr. Abdul-Bakr, ball across. Good header away from Udoki. Renato Sanchez brings it down. Out wide. Looking for Hutton again. Heads it over the bar. I just really want to beat Bayern Munich. I really want to win this division. I really want this to work. So I just want to come out away from Leverkusen being successful. Obviously, we did win the cup, so we can tick that one off. That's done and dusted. We just need to keep working at beating Bayern Munich. And at the moment, it's not going unbelievable. Might go to the diamond for the second half and just see if that can work, because Udoke picks up a yellow card. Douglas Luiz has got booked on his debut as well. And we just need to get this sorted out, really working. I think we will go back to the diamond. We ended the season so well playing the diamond last season. As we go into half-time, I don't really know what to say. We haven't really been the better team. I expect to see, aggressively, I expect to see a much better showing in the second half. So we'll go into the tactics. We'll drop down to the diamond. I think we will take Dolberg off. We're going to just put you up to a complete forward on attack. Dolberg is going to come off and be replaced by Havertz. Is actually going to go in there, and then Havertz is going to come on as the ball-winning midfielder. And we'll go. That is, apart from Baye is in for Barrio, that is pretty much the exact team. And Fidel up front instead of Dolberg. That is pretty much the exact team that won us the cup last year. So let's go for that. We'll make that change. I could have brought Brett Higgins on, or Callum Bacon up front, or Jan Petrik as well, but for now that's what we're going to go with, and we'll see how it works out. But yeah, thank you very much, guys. Obviously I've got today a Barcelona top on. I've got lots of shirts. What is your favourite kit that you've ever seen? Your favourite kit from all time? I mean, I've got loads of kits. I don't know if I've shown them before, but if I just remove my camera, look at them, they're all over there. That's all my kits, my rail of kits, which some of which will be coming to Singapore with me. All my back four, oh no, 3 of my back 4 on a yellow card. That's cause for concern. Right, Udoki's having a poor game, so he's going to come off and be replaced by Lovro. And Havertz is going to be replaced by Brett Higgins, and that will be all 3 subs to do there. Yeah, I've got lots of favourite kits. One of the ones that's actually in the wash is the LA Galaxy away kit. I really like that. It's like a dark navy blue. With some gold in it. It's very, very nice indeed. But that's the question for you guys today. What is your favourite kit of all time? And I hope you all had a good Easter or a break if you don't celebrate Easter and things like that. But yeah, mine's been very relaxing. It's been very good. We're going to go attacking for the last couple of minutes. This game in the second half has just been absolutely dead with nothing happening. And they've brought on Carlos Exposito and taken off world-class midfielder Renato Sanchez, which you would not call him that at the moment for his performances with Swansea. But it looks like we're not going to be able to knock Bayern Munich off the Super Cup perch. Anyway, we won it last year when we weren't at the club. And we need to score from this. Brett Higgins ball in, Baye's beaten in the air. Weigl will get there. Can he swing it in? He doesn't. He crosses blocks, and it's a good performance from their striker Hutton that has got them this win, really. It was a close game. They've just edged us. I mean, I'm not happy with the performance. That's what we'll say. To be honest, I'm not that disappointed in the performance. It's more they've just had we had 1 lapse in concentration from Baye, which you could put down to maybe not knowing the formation and stuff like that. And then a very good, yeah, and then which ended in a good finish. And we got $500,000 for just coming runners up in the Super Cup. That's incredible. Top goal scorer awards. They think it's going to be Michael Peters, which is the guy who had a really good season last year. Can't see him doing it again. The fact there's no one from Bayern Munich or us, and we're the top 2 teams in the league, that's ridiculous in there. They obviously don't rate our strikers well enough. But I think, well, what we're going to do, that has just changed my mind. We're going to start with the... Yeah, we're going to start with the diamond that did so well last year, at the back end of last year. Whilst we're learning the other formation, I think that's what we're going to do. But, right, we're going to end the video there. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like, leave a comment, what's your favourite kit. Subscribe if you're new. The subscriber count is still going up, which is really, really good. Again, massive thank you to Drew for the $5 a month. If you want to support the channel on Patreon, it is more than appreciated. All the links are in the description below. Come and follow me on Twitter. You can... yeah, subscribe to my channel here. You can follow me on Twitter. You can go to Patreon. You can follow me on Twitch, because I will be streaming hopefully when I move to Singapore, depending on internet and times and stuff like that. But thank you very much for watching. For now, I'm out. Cheers.